You are now tuned in to the hottest podcast on the face of the planet. This is the Avery Jones Podcast. Forget what you heard is what you're hearing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest before you today. The last video got so much love about entrepreneurship and just growing. The brother that I had on it is actually behind the camera. But I had to get another entrepreneur back on the show because y'all wanted it, you requested it, so you got it. And this brother would not stop until he got on this podcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, you said Benny Tattz, right?
Yes, sir.
Benny Tattz, ladies and gentlemen.
With a Z. You know
With a Z. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling today, man? You lit up right now.
Nigga, what? Nigga, this week been rough. Don't ask me that question, nigga. I'll cry.
Who you telling?
Nigga, I'll cry on this podcast.
I just did Tay-Tay's birthday.
Bro, you did. How'd that go?
It went well. You know what I'm saying? She enjoyed herself. I enjoyed her enjoying herself.
Right.
Had to run around Chuck E. Cheese a lot. But
as a daddy, right? Daddy duties. Nah, I feel you, bro. So, I mean, you know, this is the opportunity for you to tell the people a little bit about yourself, you know, what Benny Tattz stand for. But actually, before we get into that, I like to more so shed light on the mental health of black men. Mm-hmm. So, not just with your business, not just with your life, but in general, how are you mentally?
Mentally, I'm okay. I'm good right now. To Tat, I gotta have a good mental. You can't go in with a negative mindset. You can't, because you tatting all day. You dealing with people all day. You have to be mentally stable. So, I mean, as of right now, it could be better, but it's doing right now. So I'm working on it.
Good. That's what we like to hear, bro. You know, as long as you staying mentally sane, that's all that matters. At least you trying, bro.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, tell the people a little bit about yourself. What Benny Tattz stand for. Like, what is the man all about?
Hey, I already know Benny Tattz. I do the tats in Richmond, Virginia. You know, I do paintings, I do logos as well, digital art. Whole lot of stuff that I'm tapped in with artistically. So, I mean, whatever you want artistically, just hit me up.
Man, just surrounded by like black greatness, black entrepreneurship right here. I know like the main thing that you do is tattooing, right? So like, what made you want to get into like that type of artistry?
All right, so first off, I mean, I started getting tattoos in high school. Like, I want to say 11th grade, I want to say.
Damn.
Yeah.
You started early.
Yeah, real early. So, I mean, I started getting them and I liked it. It didn't really hurt as much as people say it hurt, so I got addicted to it. As you can see, I got plenty everywhere. So, I mean, but down the line, it was like, I knew football wasn't it. Because I'm a little dude, so, you know, I didn't know how that
don't matter.
I mean, it don't, but...
wide receiver, you said, right, exactly.
I would have got broke up if I was in the league, and so I can't really fade that. But, yeah, and when I graduated, I knew football wasn't going to be it, so all I did was tap into the art. My boys, Justice and Jamon, they was in photography, and I was working job to job. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't it. So, and then I saw them turning up. I was like, shit, no, they can't leave me behind. I gotta find my lane and do what I gotta do. So down the line, somebody bought me a tattoo kit. And they're like, "Well, you might as well just go ahead and start tattooing." My brother's been telling me that since high school too, but never really like took that step because I was like, "Well, that's somebody's skin. I draw on paper. That's, that's different, bro."
It's permanent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just I just got focused in on it, and once I set on myself like getting good, I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna just go ahead and take it serious. I might as well." So. And I'm here now, and that's all I do. Like I said, I couldn't do the job thing. It's just not for me. My resume long.
Bro, I think that's with all millennials, and I think it's a great thing that you decided to actually surround yourself with brothers that are actually, you know, doing something that could motivate you. Like you said, your brother, Justice, Jamon, were, you know, big influences with you getting into that, like, artistic landscape. So that kind of goes into that entrepreneurship. You know, obviously you couldn't work, but it's like, you know, a lot of us are in the same boat. And that's exactly why I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could just, you know, quit my job and then have this be the 9 to 5. But, you know, we growing and we building. So how is it being an entrepreneur? Like, what are some of, like, your greatest pleasures in being an entrepreneur?
I want to say networking.
Okay.
Because you meet a whole lot of different people with like different styles and different techniques and how they do things, which in the tattoo industry, which I talk to people and then I just take off little things that they tell me and just piece it in my own little type of way.
Okay.
So I mean, I want to say that's probably like the top thing for me is networking, but it's definitely other things as far as like making your own schedule. Right. You don't have to really go in and punch a clock in no certain time. Of course, if you set an appointment, we got to be there around that time. Right. But we set that appointment, so it's not like somebody's telling us you got to come in at this time and you got to work from here to here. Right. It's my work, so I just love making my own schedule with it.
Man, that's dope, bro. It's dope. You know, that you decided to kind of just take that leap of faith into entrepreneurship. Like, when did you start, like, when did you realize, all right, I'm not going to work for nobody else from this point on? Like, how long you been, like, on your own?
Well, I recently, I want to say about last year, like the end of last year, I was working at Richmond Times Dispatch. Okay. Wasn't it for me. Right. It just wasn't for me. But after that, I was just like, man, I got to figure out what I need to do to line things up so I can make sure I can have the bills paid, kids taken care of, things like that. But I mean, now it's just up. You just got to keep being steady, man. Right. Steady. Once you be steady, the money gonna come in. You're gonna get better. Clientele come in. Just stay focused is the main goal.
I feel you, bro. So, like, what do you feel like some of the main struggles are when it comes to being an entrepreneur or just tatting in general? That many, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's a few. I mean, my main thing is like clients that don't understand. Right. That's one of like the big pet peeves to me, because the main thing is like when people try to negotiate like your price, but they don't understand like it's a reason why we set that price. Exactly. You set that price because, for one, if you want to design, we have to take out of our time and draw. We got to draw the design up before you come in. Right. After that, we still use equipment that also costs money, such as stencil paper, printer ink, printer paper. All of that it costs. So right, like exactly. I put all of that up into the price of the tattoo as well. But people don't really understand. They only look at it like, oh, it's just the tattoo.
Right,
yeah.
It's just the ink.
But it's more to it than that, and that's why I tell people I set my price where I set my price. Sometimes I do bend a little bit and like I look out, but I stopped that recently because people get out of hand.
Right, way out of hand, bro.
Yeah,
people will take advantage of you quick.
Yeah, so I don't want to keep putting that out there, then the word get out. He look out. I gotta stop. Everybody got to get treated equal.
Right.
Another thing that really gets to me is sometimes I can't really be like with the fam as much because I do have to pull them late nights. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's another thing, but that comes with scheduling as well. But that's about the main two things that really is that affects me negatively, I want to say, in a way when it comes to being an entrepreneur, spending time with your family and stuff, because it's stuff that you want to do with them, and then bills got to get paid. So you got to be like, all right, so yeah, you want to have fun, but you got to make sure that the foundation is still there. So
that makes sense.
You got to pick the money to make sure fam and everybody's straight. Got to.
The fact that like your morals are that solid, where it's just like, all right, cool. You know, like I want to spend time with my family, but like I have to be solid in where I'm at, is, you know, definitely commendable for sure. Like, you know, you got, how many kids? Like two?
I got two kids.
Two kids? Yeah, like how do you feel like they have influenced your journey, you know, in entrepreneurship and just like the path that you're taking now?
Of course, because it's crazy because I started tatting when Tay was in the oven. She was in the oven, so I mean, that's when I was still working from job to job then. That's when I actually like found out like this is what I'm gonna do. So I was tatting when she was in the belly, so that actually like pushed me too. Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. Right. You can't wait. You got a kid on the way, you gotta pick what you're gonna do now. So down the line, it works. You just gotta, like I said, stay focused, man. Stay focused, but it's a journey. It's a journey, man. But they definitely,
let me tell you.
they definitely like influence, because you got to make sure the kid's straight. So
right, most definitely.
You have to work. And like I said, we can't work jobs 9 to 5. You can't do them.
Bro, it's something about us millennials, bro. Like, bro, like even my job, man. Like I like it because of the simple fact that it's a good transitional point into like when I get to a point where I'm like, I can do this full time. Yeah. This is making me money. I'm getting sponsorships and stuff like that. I can, you know, it's not hard for me to go into work, make the money to pay for this.
Yeah, you already know you can get up and go get it. Why not have your own business that you can get up for and go get it? So
exactly.
It makes sense. Right.
And then like how strong do you feel like your support system is in regards to your decision? Like when you first made that decision, the people that like supported you most, like how influential were they in that decision?
Very influential. I mean, you had people tell you too, like, you know, you still should work, but they still supporting you at the same time.
Right.
Like, for instance.
Anybody in particular?
My mom. I'm gonna go ahead and
okay.
give big props to my mom because I started tatting in the house. So
And she let you.
Yeah.
Big ups to moms,
it's
man.
like bringing all them people to the house, getting tatted downstairs in the room. It's traffic coming to the house, and that's something that moms don't like. Really, you a young black kid, you got people just pulling up. You don't really know them like that.
Right.
So I give like my biggest shout out to my mom. 'Cause without her, I probably wouldn't have been able to really tat. But it got to a point where she was like, all right, now you got too many people coming to the house. It's time for you to go ahead and venture off, find you a spot. So yeah, I say, of course, my mama first. Now as far as afterwards, I say like my circle, cause like I got, like you said, I got a circle of entrepreneurs. So we all have a business aspect, and we all creators. So being that we are creators and we have an entrepreneur mindset, might as well just mash them two together and see what you can do with it. And everybody found their lane. Boy Justice do photos, Jamon do photos, Drew in the clothing. I can go down the line, but I ain't gonna keep going. But my friends is a positive influence on a lot that I do, because they'll tell me if I'm wrong or they'll tell me if I'm right.
Right, that's good, bro. And you're right, man. You do have just like this really solid support system. I look at, and we were talking about that in the last episode, man. Y'all are just some genuinely good brothers, just trying to create. Like you said, Drew with the clothes, Kenny. You know, I feel like Kenny could be like a major influencer, bro. Because, bro, this dude style, bro, is off the chain, man.
Hey, he the goat. He the goat.
He the goat, man. All right, so we back, people. As you can see, we in a little bit of a different atmosphere. I definitely did want to take this time to shout out my boy Justice. We are currently in Justice Studios, minding our business. So if you want to do photography, if you want to do a podcast, if you want to do videography, if you just need a place to come and free your mind, brother, Justice Studios is the place to do it. I do not know the address. However, I'm going to link that in the bio of all streaming platforms that you do see. So wherever you see the Avery Jones podcast, you can also find Justice Studios. How was that, sir? That nigga got a gun over here holding it to my head.
You better get this shit right, nigga. You better shut me out, nigga.
But before the battery decided to die on us, you said you wanted to shout out your brother's clothing line.
Never Angels is pretty hot in Richmond and other states as well. You go ahead, just go to the website, see what you like. Like I said, these sweats from him. So everybody in Richmond got them. So I'll hop on it if I was y'all.
There you go, man. Good, solid shout out. Bro, I definitely wanted to ask you too, you know, just because honestly, I'm curious. Like in regards to like the tattoos, what are like some of the most complicated and like biggest tattoos or requests that you've ever gotten from clients?
The biggest tattoo, I want to say, it was this big dragon on somebody's back, right? From the neck down to the end of your spine.
Damn.
So it took, I want to say it took about 2 days. He stood strong and he thugged it out. He didn't really cry, whine, or move or no type of stuff like that. So it was a pretty smooth process, but it did take about 2 days because a dragon has a lot of scales, and for the dragon to be about this big with all them scales, it's gonna take time with it. So.
Right, exactly. There's a lot of detail that goes into that, I would imagine.
A lot of detail.
Exactly.
But that's one of the biggest tattoos that I've done. Now difficult tattoos that I don't really like doing. Everybody, they know I don't like doing them, but they still ask for them. Like behind the ear tattoos.
It's crazy because I saw that on your story too.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, I hate doing these.
Yeah, so I tatted wifey at the crib.
Oh, damn, okay.
Yeah, so she gets special privileges or whatnot. She get the house calls, so.
Right.
I did hers, and she like, if you post it, you know everybody gonna try to get one now, so. Posted it, and boom, everybody was like, oh, I thought you didn't do them. I'm mad at you. I got straight faces, mean mug faces. I was like, man, calm down, I got y'all. Just give me some time, man. Right. But yeah, that's about it as far as like difficult tattoos and biggest tattoos.
Biggest tattoos, okay. So in regards to like, because I know tattoo artists definitely go through it in regards to like clients, whether they're trying to skimp you on the price, or they not showing up on time, or they got somewhere to be and they want you to do it fast. Like, what is, or who is the most difficult client you've ever had? I mean, you ain't gotta say names unless you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because here at the Avery Jones podcast, when they think they got all the answers, I changed all the questions.
All right, so I ain't gonna say no names, but it's definitely a couple clients that really like. I mean, I rock with all my clients. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
All my clients, like I build a bond with all my clients so that they can come back. Like I try to get them an experience when they come, instead of just a tattoo, because that's why I don't like working in tattoo shops, because they just give you the tattoo, they don't give you the vibe, they don't talk to you, they don't see how you feeling and things like that. I like to talk to my clients.
Right.
But yeah, so it is 2 clients. One of my clients.
It's crazy because they don't. Once they see this,
they
gonna know exactly who you talking
so
about.
one of my clients, I rock with her to death though, but she likes to reschedule a lot. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm still waiting on you. I ain't canceling you or nothing, but she rescheduled my 4 times. 4 bad times, so it's like I'll be blocking the whole day off for you, man, because it's a big session she trying to get. So like she dropped her deposit and everything, so everything's still rocking and roll. I got a design ready for her. But it's like every time something just come up, so she like, brother, I'm gonna reschedule. I'm like, all right.
Right.
I don't really like show no negativity. I just be like, I don't understand. Just let me know when you're ready. So she keep bugging.
Right.
But that's one client. The other client, when I first tatted her, she was already kind of nervous. So I stenciled like the tattoo that I was doing to her about 4 times.
Okay.
This one I was smoking tobacco. So I was like, after the 4th time, I was like, look, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna smoke my tobacco, get my mind right, because right now you blowing me.
Right.
I gotta put the stencil on you 4 times, and you said that's not what you wanted.
Right.
So came back the 5th time, put the stencil on, same exact spot I put it on the first time.
Damn.
The same exact spot. So put it on there. And she was like, yeah, that's perfect. I was like, you don't know.
Exactly. Like, what?
I was like, you know what? I was like, that's the first spot that I put it at first, man. I was like, all right, let's just get this tattoo out of the way. So we got the tattoo out of the way. But then, like, her other appointments, like, she was like, remember the first time? Yeah, I remember the first time, but she still be difficult every time. When it comes to size or placement or whatever. She was like, no, I don't want it right there, I want it right here. But she cool people, though. Like, it's nothing negative I say about my clients, for real. So, yeah, that's about the only 2 that's giving me a headache right
exactly.
now. So.
I mean, but Ben, you, like, ever since I met you, you always been laid back anyway. It's
I don't really turn up much. It's
exactly.
I just chill, like, all right, whatever happens.
Exactly.
I solve it at the end of the day, man.
Right. And that's honestly the mentality that a lot of people need to have. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens, and you just got to prepare for it, especially being in entrepreneurship, for sure. Like, I mean, being an artist too, you know, like, what is your favorite, like, tattoo? Like, what is your, like, all-time favorite tattoo that you've done?
My all-time, well, I'm an anime head, low-key. Like, people don't really know that.
Because all the Dragon Ball Z, see, bro, niggas be watching you now.
Yeah.
You, like, I see, like, the Dragon Ball Z, you be like, bro, I need to put this on somebody, bro. Like, somebody needs to, bro.
Yeah, it's like
and
anime.
I be tempted. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
I be like, ooh, I might want to do that.
Yeah, I might look. Hey, you got me on here. I might look out for you.
Right, man. Appreciate you, bro.
But yeah, as far as my favorite piece, it's gonna be the Dragon Ball Z. I did the Ultra Instinct Goku. Okay. Still waiting to finish it as far as like putting color and stuff in it. But the thing I like about it is because I put white dots. Because if you watch Dragon Ball Z Super and you know about Dragon Ball Z and Goku, when he goes to Ultra Instinct, he has these white little dots that comes up with his aura as well. Right. So I put them in there and I told him when I did, I said white is an iffy color sometimes, like it don't always last, and he's light skinned as well. So when they healed up, the white stayed in. So it's like you still see the white with his aura, and I got like light blue on the outside so it can bring the white out as well. That's dope. So yeah, that's probably like my favorite tattoo. Besides the snakes, I like doing snakes. I love doing snakes. For some reason, shout out Slime. I know it's coming. Yeah, so I like doing snakes because it's like you got to be real focused to put the scales in, to have every scale like on point, to the point where it looks like, dang, it looks just like the picture. Right. So besides the snake, it is that Dragon Ball Z piece because I'm an anime head, low key. So
okay.
that's about it for that.
Dope. All right, so being that you are, like I said, a tattoo artist or what have you, your favorite piece, because I feel like every tattoo artist, like, you gotta have some shit of tattoos. Most do, if not all of them.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
what is your favorite piece that's on you?
My favorite piece that's on me, there's a lot to choose from, but I want to say, that's a hard question, right?
See, that's the ones I asked, man.
All right, so look, it's the one on my leg. It's the one on my leg because I got a car symbol. Like it's like a little cartoon character with Chris Brown. He got a few of them on him, and that's where I really got the idea from. Chris Brown. So besides that though, the one that if you want to know as far as like meaning the much to me is the ASAP on my rib because it stands for always strive and prosper.
Okay.
So that's probably like my favorite besides the cartoonish tattoo.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. So like, I did talk about the kids, you wifed up, you know what I'm saying?
Cuffed up.
Right, cuffed up, right, exactly. So how big of an influence has she been in your life and like, the entrepreneurship journey that you've gone on as well as like just, being in the tattoo business because obviously you just said that she supports you in regards to like getting tattoos. Her only tattoos came from you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like, how much of an influence has she been?
She a real big influence, as a matter of fact, because she pushed me. Like if I be sleeping late or something, she was like, "Get up, don't you got tattoos to do or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, you right. Let me go ahead and get up." And like I said, I don't do behind the ear tattoos, so she was like, "No, you gonna do mine." She like, "I know you do. I know you gonna do it, so you gonna do mine." So yeah, she played a big part though, cause she always like stood beside me, like even when times was rough. She'll be like, "No, I'm saying you gotta get up and go get it. You gotta stay focused. Don't let nothing take you down." She never was negative towards me not working. She always pushed it because she saw I was pushing it. So, as far as her, she plays a huge role in actually keeping me mentally stable. Because without her, like being in my ear, keeping me afloat, then it'll probably be like a different story. But she definitely keep me happy, and she my rock. She knows she my rock. So
that's dope, bro.
Shout out to you, Stink. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. Y'all look like a really, happy family, and I love to see black families sticking together and like striving. You know what I'm saying? So for something greater. And like I said, bro, I ask the tough questions on here.
Yeah.
So this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So if there ever came a time where Shawty was like, me or your business, who you got, man?
Who do I have?
Who you got, man?
Hopefully you'll never ask me this, but I like not in a bad way. This is not in a bad way at all. But I would actually have to stick with business because with the business is what's keeping the kids fed as well. So I know, like we talked before, I can't work. So I know if I work for somebody, I'm gonna be either quitting or either they gonna fire me. So. But with tattooing, it's like this is what I love. I love doing it. I have fun while I'm working and making my money. So I would have to take business, man. I love you, Stink. Don't get mad at me.
It's my fault.
Yeah. He caught me with it off guard, man. But I love you. But yeah, it's business, man. Like I said, she played a big part. So I doubt that she would ever like put that ultimatum on me. And throw that on me, like either me or either your business. Now, which one you gonna do? But she know the business is where it's at. It's keeping us happy as well too. So that's how I say about that.
Now, brother, I ain't gonna keep you too long. I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of like the second to last question. So when it came to you moving into the studio, you know what I'm saying, to move into your own space, like how much did that, like, for lack of a better term, turn you up? You know what I'm saying, in regards to your business?
But with that, and I also been in multiple places just to find that comfortability as far as like the environment. But when I moved out into my first studio, it was new to me. I was hyped. It was a rush. Like, all right, you can have people in here as long as you want.
The Jane on Broad, was that the first one?
Which one was the first one? I believe it was.
On Broad.
Yeah, 420. Yeah, that was the first one. So I went in there, cleaned up the back. You can, as long as you clean up the back, you can have it. So Went back there, put a TV up. I had the speakers back there. It's like my own little vibe. So
Right.
I was like, this something I like. Like, so it's like, never go back to the crib. Never go back to the crib.
Right,
I can't. I was like, once I got this vibe going, can't go back. Because I can't have the same environment. I can't play music as loud as I want to. Because mom upstairs, she could be tripping. Can't have people running in and out. But when I got my own studio, it's like everybody wanted to vibe with me. People I'm cool with, they'll just come through, kick it, talk to me, watch me tat. Some of my friends even took pictures of me while I was tatting, like supporting type shit.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the jump, it was something because you had to pay like the booth rent, things of that nature. So sometimes it could get rough, but that's when you just got to stay positive and be like, I'm gonna get it. So that's probably about the only con with that is the booth rent. You got to step it up because you got to pay rent now. So it's like, boy, get on it. Like, this is what you want to do, you got to get on it. But yeah, so I'm currently still downtown though. I like the spot I'm at. Shout out to Pablo Picasso. That's who I tat with. Humble dude because he helped me out when I first came in. No, because I hit up somebody, they wasn't really trying to rock with me. So talk to him from the beginning. He's just been giving me tips. Like, here, this how you do this. This how you do that.
That's dope.
You want to pack in something, this how you do it. You want to watch me, just come in and watch me. So he been one of the main artists that I've been really going to, like, watching. As far as like learning and things like that.
And I feel like that is the moment, you know what I'm saying, with the Avery Jones podcast, we're going to give you something that you can use. You know what I'm saying? If you want to grow, you got to learn, you got to surround yourself with people that are doing the exact same thing that you are doing, but better. You know what I'm saying? And surround yourself with people that want better for you. Simple. But, you know what I'm saying, this battery tripping, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of lit, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got me feeling good.
Right,
you know
exactly.
I don't even drink.
Right? He said, I don't even drink. So before I end the podcast, I definitely want to, you know, shout out a couple of people. I want to shout out Nisi. I want to shout out Dana. I want to shout out Tyra. I want to shout out Jay. I want to shout out Caitlin. And anybody else that's been praying for me. Bro, mental been kind of crazy lately. And
so I stay afloat.
Man. You know, brother trying to stay afloat out here. And just a lot of people watch this podcast that I did not know. And so we expected. I don't really see a lot of the listens, but I see the quality of the listens. And, you know, I definitely appreciate it.
I watched Justin.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it.
He was talking smooth or whatever.
Right.
You know
he knew he do what he got.
He was doing this thing or whatever.
You know, he do what he can.
Professional.
Exactly. So I definitely want to shout out everybody that listens to the podcast and support it. You know, as long as I can, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm in my bag. There is one question that I do have for you. This is like the hardest question, right, on the podcast. Ready? What is the hottest, and I mean the hottest podcast on the face of the planet? Ben, and nigga, you better not shade the Joe Budden podcast, nigga, because, bruh, I will not post it. You better not say, what is it, the 85 South? It
ain't even the 85 South show. It's Avery Jones.
Avery Jones podcast.
If you ain't with it, get lost.
If you ain't with it, get lost.
Yeah, y'all rock with my boy Avery Jones, man. He the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Hey, I ain't saying it. This nigga said it. I ain't saying it. But, hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And until next time, this is Avery Jones telling you, love yourself. Give yourself a hug today. Tell yourself in the mirror, I love you, because you are important and you are special. Until next time, we out. Peace.